welcome to my channel Anytime Maths. In this video we are going to learn how to find the roots of quadratic equation. Before that, let's see what is the root. This is the general quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c. A, b, c can be any number. Say x square minus 4x plus 3. This is also a quadratic equation. For different values of x, this expression will give different value. So roots of the quadratic equation are the values of x for which this expression value is 0. Okay, now let's see, is x equal to 1? Is this the root of this equation or not? So what we are going to do? We are substituting x equal to 1 for this expression and check whether the value is 0 or not. Okay, so this is 1 minus 4 plus 3. This expression value is 0. That means x equal to 1 is a root of this equation. Now let's check for x equal to 2. Let's substitute 2 here. So we get 4 minus 8 plus 3. This value is minus 1, which is not 0. That means x equal to 2 is not a root of this equation. Now let's check for x equal to 3. Okay, so 3 in this expression means 9 minus 12 plus 3. Again this value is 0. That means x equal to 3 is also a root of this equation. For a polynomial, total number of roots is equal to the degree of the polynomial. For this quadratic equation, degree is 2. So there are 2 roots for this quadratic equation. X equal to 1, x equal to 3 are the roots of this equation. But how to find roots? Every time we cannot substitute different values of x and check the expression value. This is not the correct way. There are 2 methods to find the roots of quadratic equation. First method is factorization method and second is perfect square method. So in this video we are going to focus on factorization method. This method we will learn in next video. Now let's find the roots of this equation by factorization method. So in this first step is we need to split the middle term. In this case middle term is 5. So we need to split the middle terms into 2 numbers such that product of these 2 terms, product should be constant term into coefficient of x square. So 6 into 1, product should be 6 and the sum of these 2 terms should be the middle term, that is 5. Can you imagine these 2 numbers whose product is 6 and sum is 5? See, product is 6 means 2 numbers can be 1 or 6 or 2 and 3. But we want sum should be 5, that means 2 numbers can be 2 and 3. So expression is x square plus 2x plus 3x. Okay, instead of 5x we are splitting it into 2x and 3x plus 6. Now next step is we should take common from these 2 terms and from these 2 terms. So from these 2 terms common can be x, then we are left with x plus 2. Again from these 2 terms common is 3, we are left with x plus 2. We should take common such that again we will get x plus 2 same as this number, so that we can take one more common from these 2 terms. Okay, then x plus 2, if we take common from these 2 terms, then we are left with x plus 3. These are the factors of this quadratic equation. See, this term into this term is 0. Means what? Either this is 0 or this is 0. Then only the product is 0. Right? So I am equating this term as 0. So we will get x by equating this term as 0. X plus 3 is 0, x is minus 3. So roots of this quadratic equation is minus 2 and minus 3. This is the factorization method. Now let's solve few examples. Let's find the roots of this quadratic equation by factorization method. So what is our first step? We need to split the middle term into two numbers such that product of these two numbers should be constant into coefficient of x square and sum of these two numbers should be the middle term. See, finding two numbers, you should do the calculation in your mind. Here for understanding purpose I am writing it. Can you find the two numbers whose product is 12 and sum is minus 7? See, sum is minus 7 means at least one number should be negative, but the product of these two terms is positive. Then what? Both the numbers should be negative. Only then product is positive and sum is negative, right? So both the numbers should be negative. Now let's find the two numbers whose product is 12. 1 or 12 or 2 or 6, 3 or 4. But the sum should be minus 7. So out of these, minus 3 minus 4 is minus 7. So our two numbers are minus 3 and minus 4. So this expression is x square minus 3x minus 4x plus 12 equal to 0. Now next step is taking common from these two and from these two. From this I can take x as common, then we are left with x minus 3. From this we should take common such that again we will get 1x minus 3. Okay. If we take 4 as common, then we are left with minus x plus 3. But we want x minus 3. So that's why we should take minus 4 common. Okay. Then we are left with x minus 3. Again one more common. X minus 3. So we are left with x minus 4. Either this term is 0 or this term is 0. So x minus 3 is 0 means x equal to 3, or x minus 4 is 0, x is equals to 4. So x equal to 3 and 4 are the roots of this quadratic equation. Let's try to find the roots of this quadratic equation by factorization method. So we need to split the middle term into two numbers such that product of these two numbers is 7 and sum should be the middle term. Can you imagine two numbers whose product is 7 and sum is 2? No, it's not easy. For such examples, factorization method is not helpful. So in this case, we can find the root by direct formula or perfect square method. That we are going to learn in next video. Thank you everyone. Hope you like this video.